The Accountant 2 is a 2025 action thriller that serves as a direct sequel to 2016's The Accountant, though this film takes place 8 years after the events of the first film. We once again see Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal back to solve a new balance sheet. So The Accountant was one of those kind of surprise movies that sounded ridiculous on the outside, but I actually had a pretty good time with that first film, though I don't know I personally have ever been clamoring for a follow-up or a sequel. So when this was actually announced and coming out nearly a decade after the first, I was a little bit surprised, though pleasantly. And I thought The Accountant 2 was a lot of fun. It definitely doesn't take itself as seriously as its predecessor. There's a lot of comedy. It's definitely leaning into the craziness of it all and the fun behind the concept. Obviously, adding Jon Bernthal in as basically a co-lead for most of the film amps up the kind of jovial entertainment factor. He has great chemistry with Ben Affleck. We get this really crazy scene about him trying to take possession of something in his underwear, which, you know, I'm all about that. They gave us some gratuitous Jon Bernthal. But Ben Affleck, once again, is fantastic in the role. I actually think he amps up some of the quirk of this character a bit more, particularly in speech. And the actual crime mystery of it all is much larger. Now, I do think that is both an attribute and a deficit for the film, because it's a little bit too large. It's a little bit too much, too convoluted, too out there. I wish they would have reined back some of the aspects of this, but it is what it is, and I think the action overall is done quite well. As for the representation, I thought it seemed a little questionable, but I will leave the ultimate judgment on representation up to the actual autism community to decide for themselves. However, as a nonsensical action flick, I thought The Accountant 2 was quite a good time at the movies.